everyone, Senrai here. Today I'm going to check out the 4th episode of Mawaru Penguindrum. So, last episode was pretty exciting. We had our girl Ringo doing her best to make some fantastic curry because it was kind of the theme of the episode. She made it all together. She sits on the bench just completely ignoring her friends, talking about Kamba breaking up with some awesome magazine model girl. Probably because, she wasn't Himari. But just doesn't care about any of that. She's got her bullet laser focused obsession, Tabuki, and went over to his place, all happy with the curry. She had this full on headcanon, full scenario in her head about how it was gonna go, and then some strange blonde woman opened the door and just ruined her all day. It was quite awful. But yeah, she did the best she could in the scenario. She burned herself to replace the curry and just got out of there. So yeah, I think she handled the situation about as well as she really could have. And meanwhile, the brothers, I think they infiltrated her base of operations to try to learn some stuff. I don't think they got too much out of that. They definitely did not find the Penguindrum just yet, but we're getting there. We're closing in on it, in a day now. Also, Ringo came over to hang out too, so that was a thing. Oh yeah, also the most important thing, we had a smug anime girl just chugging milk while dressed up as a cow. So that alone made the episode worth it. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah, that thing crashed too. Oh, well, I don't need a list of names. That makes things too easy. So yeah, I think I just saw a couple animals fighting in the hallway, or alleyway. So, is Ringo just like a lot taller than Himari? So yeah, apparently she just lives here now. There we go. Oh, that was not a cat. Okay, man, that poor dog. Uh, Definitely picked the wrong animal to pick a fight with. So why is there a skunk out there? It's not a common pet, is it? An escape from the zoo. Perhaps the zookeeper opened up the cage to do something, and then the skunk attacked, and he left when the other guy was out. It'd probably work if the skunk was smart enough to think of that tactic. I love her over the top cool pose she does with the gun. Also, is that the blonde girl we met? I think it is. Yeah, the two final people that show up in this opening are very interesting. I am really curious how they come into the show. Especially the final guy. He almost looks like last boss-ish. Like, honestly, it reminds me of, what's it called? Revolutionary Girl Lieutenant. I never actually watched the show, but I've seen, like, screenshots and stuff of it. Oh, wow, that's a nice box. Freaking forehead. I mean, I can guess. Date is a strong word. We like to call it stalking here. Also, play nice you too. Gonna run into somebody. Just say, you can't eat your friend like that. But yeah, he's got a point. I mean, he's straight up right. Too early to be daydreaming. I feel like it's not a coincidence. It's probably news to him. Yeah, just please let him go. I'm gonna, date girls, my usual thing. Nobody's gonna help that poor penguin, are they? Stolen skunk. Did somebody steal a skunk from the zoo? It's horrible. Smelly and dangerous pet. Kiyoshi-kun, it's got a name. I'm really attached to it all of a sudden. I wouldn't go near it, but I'm still attached to it. So, yeah, picnic, stocking session. He said the F word. It was probably mentioned. You're gonna spill it on that guy's face. He'll have just no idea what the heck happened to him. Just suddenly rice just descends upon you. Using your penguin pet as a freaking like end table or diary. That's the big question, isn't it? How does anything relate to the Penguindrum? Also, is that candle melting on the penguin? Oh my god. Yeah, she gotta log in a secret save or something. To. Sure, it just says To and Kazakan on it. That looks quite fancy. Will their love be allowed? Fated love. Unmei, that's the word. That's our trigger word. What's happening? Oh my god. What did you do to Tabuki? Also, why you can't ride a horse in a train? Why would you even want to? What is wrong with this girl? Is he flying away now? Oh my god, they just nothing but abusing the penguins. Nobody told me the show had penguin abuse in it. Having second thoughts about watching it. Kikakudo. It's not even a funny sentence, it's a meme, so that's why I can't take it seriously in any context anymore. That's a good question. Oh, you found the skunk. Kiyoshi-kun, be careful. Okay. Yeah, you're in the wrong spot. Well, first gotta get some tomato juice in the bathtub. Scrub brushes. Tolerance for pain. Yeah, it's skunk. Very few things in life smell worse than a skunk. Skunk spray. So, yeah, now she's got a new outfit. I mean, I feel like you would think that. He's basically a stalker, you know? He just follows me everywhere. I mean, the student of his, right? He should, not mind too much. Yeah. She didn't know that. Yeah, it's him, he got attacked by a skunk. No hesitation. Oh, God. Six. Some friend you are. After he gave you his clothes. Oh, God. Oh, there's more than just a toe to it. Toriku. He turned around. Friend, so it's not your wife? Togikago Yuri. Yeah, she remembers her. Not to forget the woman was in his room. Is a flashback to that? It's not exactly how it went. Uh, yeah, I think I saw her on a banner train. Right on cue. To demonstrate just how famous she is. Those faces really say it all, don't they? Especially like the wet eyes. Yeah, that was a picture I was referring to. I can have another mental Ringo session. So far, it's more normal than the last one. Oh my god, we have a song and everything. Okay. Okay. And there's Ringo over there, I guess. It's your head cannon. Don't look at me. Don't step on the frog. I mean, actually, that, if you want to, go for it. You know, a shrink could have a field day with this girl. That's a bad end if I ever saw one for her. Crap, that's my chance to read the shirt. Uh, uh, oh, that caught me off guard. I mean, if I was invisible and small, I'd probably do that too. Those are some fancy legs. Hello? Oh, is that the magazine girl, Ruha Asami, whatever her name was? Uh, is that her? Or a trio? Associate. Wow. This is a divine punishment or whatever that was mentioned earlier. Cool, that is cool though, okay. I was right about that much. uh, why'd you break up with these girls? Tome Gokoro. Exactly. Uh, man, did your brother call that or did he call it? So they really are just bird watching. Also, when I watched the previous episode, I was wondering why her voice sounded familiar. So I looked into it, and yeah, she seemed to have just voices Elsa from ReZero and a few other characters that I know of. Lots of Destiny, guys. Oh god, no! The food! Are we sure Rico is not the protagonist of this show? Uh, okay, Tori-kun. Tori isn't bird, I get it now. Oh, yeah. Once again, she's saving the day. Ringo's not gonna be happy about that, though. Yeah, it's no big deal or anything. I just, whip this together. You said that out loud, didn't she? Is nobody gonna react to that? Yeah, 'cause she just really sounds like Elsa. Like, just the speaking style and everything. I don't think she wants you to hand her food. Are we not gonna do it again? Are we gonna do it again? Okay. Are you sure this isn't Scrubs with all these stage daydreams? That sunshiny miracle, yeah. So much for that written down destiny. How do people just not? How does not everyone not know that she's crazy? Like you actually like suspect it, right? Even if you're a tabuki. I can't handle any more of these. Does he do that? She's talking to a tree now. Could have fooled me. Ringo's a horrible person, but I kind of love her. Even the caterpillar's freaked out. It's her imagination caterpillar. Very slow horse. Well, there went the caterpillar. Now the real princess is in trouble. Why do you make him look so feminine? I feel like that didn't work. Well, you want to squeeze. Uh, oh, she knew. I mean, of course she knows it. She made the food, so she would know it wasn't hers. How considerate. uh, oh, we're just straight up blatant declaration of war there. Okay, at least you made where she stands clear in like one sentence. But I mean, she's got a point. She's a beautiful actress, closer to his age. You know, tough opponent is what I'm saying. At least she doesn't give up. Also, it's rude to look at somebody's diary over their shoulder. It's a written down destiny. I had fun with her, Mr. Penguin. Yeah, I mean, unless she drowns or something and she needs CPR, which I wouldn't put it past her to do that. Yoink. Mine now. Oh, God. I really can't. I. So she really is going for the drowning strategy. Man, that dress getting all wet. It'd be hard to swim in that. uh, well, success. You're married. Congratulations. Now we just gotta do it. Not gonna get freaking Shoma's clothes all wet. Oh, wow, the timing. I mean, if you want to drown, that'll make it more legitimate. I'm surprised she didn't just pass out right there. So is she gonna get her first kiss from Shoma instead? uh, be glad it's not a shark. I guess it could be with a penguin instead. It's a deep lake. Wasn't even trying to save her. Oh, that was amazing. I did not expect that one bit. Well, Ringo's dead. Okay, so is Shoma gonna be the one to do it? I mean, should I assume that's Shoma? Soma, whatever his name is. We can just tell her it was Tabuki, you know, for her sake. Because it might have been him. But was it by you? Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah, I can't say dirty words like kiss. I don't think that's what he said. Because you love your sister and you want to help her. Yeah, that's what I thought. Again, let's not tell her that if we don't need to. Diary. A girl in red heels. The plan. What exactly are you trying to do? Like specifically. This is gonna be where we get into like a deeper level of plot. What? Oh God. Red heel. Uh. Okay, that just happened. Uh. Who even pushed her? Why? Was that part of the plan that was mentioned? I. I have so many questions. What did I just watch? I don't quite understand the trio we see in the ED either. Because I'm pretty sure the one's Himari, but who are the other two? Like, neither of them are Ringo, are they? I don't think so. I don't think they were one of the trio that snuck up on Kanba. But yeah, this episode felt like it really jump started the plot forward. That makes sense. Does he mean the diary? Oh, yeah, ointment. That's important. That was the 4th episode of Mawaru Penguindrum. Oh god, I need some water. Ah. I don't know how much of my sanity is going to be left by the time I finish this show. Okay, so where do I start with this episode? That's the question. Well, Ringo is over, right? And I guess she's quite a bit taller than Himari. Like, because we had, let's actually work on trying to do it. Yeah, because this shot here, like, at first I thought she was standing on something, because first thing I saw was the difference in head sizes, but, like, she's not. She's not standing on anything except for the floor, and yet she's, like, noticeably taller than Himari. I don't know, I thought that was kind of weird, but, yeah, so yeah, Ringo's over. Definitely became friends with Himari, which is nice. We talk about stuff, we help her make food and get her all ready for her, like, special picnic date, with Tabuki, right? We also had Kiyoshi-kun, the skunk that was stolen, and he's running around, and he was a real cause of chaos throughout the episode. And a very poor cat just really did not know who he was messing with, sadly. But yeah, basically, we found out what Ringo was going to go do, and we decided to follow her, right? And yeah, fate, definitely a big theme. We even have like a movie or whatever, like the banner that was called Fated Love, Unmei no Koi, which has the beautiful blonde actress that's friends with Tabuki as the starring role, naturally. So that's something that Ringo has to deal with, especially because in the episode she made it pretty clear that she is after Tabuki as well, and she is quite the foe to be reckoned with. But yeah, the first Ringo fantasy we got, the first Daydream. Yeah, it didn't have. I want to double check because it didn't have singing. Because I'm pretty sure every single one besides this one did have singing, to the point where I was starting to doubt my own memory of whether or not the first one had singing or not. Because I was pretty sure it didn't, but they all did except for this one. So, but yeah, that was just how many did we even have? 5 or 6 of those daydreams, all with her prince Tabuki, his white horse, and all that. Like, I feel like if I tried to describe all those daydreams in any kind of detail, something inside me would break. But yeah, she just does that. She just randomly daydreams in the middle of conversations, and sometimes like physically gets into it. So when she comes out of the daydream, everyone just kind of staring at her awkwardly, right? But man, this girl is definitely crazy. Like, I know I've said that before, but although she's obviously not just crazy. There's more to it than that. Definitely. But she's also not very nice. Like, freaking Shoma was doing his best to help her out. Even literally gave her the clothes off his back because she didn't want to be all stinky with her, around her crush. And then she just like, yeah, look at him. He's the real stinky one, He does this and that. He's the worst. We should leave him behind, Just not. She wasn't very nice to him. That's all I'm saying. But also, I think crows ruin their food. But luckily, Yuri came through in the end with her own food, and it just made everything all better. Man, I'm looking at some of these daydreams again as I'm skimming through it, and they're just, oh god, they're just too much. But yeah, Shoma does see the pink diary, the written fate and all that. And she does her tactic of trying to drown to get Tabuki to give her a kiss, which, is that the worst idea she's ever had? Probably not, but it's up there. And yeah, I think one of the best gags, I mean, there's a lot of good gags, but the penguin swimming to her as if he was going to rescue her because, like, I've seen shots of that many times. The girl's drowning, the protagonist comes up from above and, reaches her, pulls her out and all that. So, like, my mind was already kind of, like, mentally filling in the gaps there. I mean, it was weird because it was a penguin doing it, yeah, admittedly, but still, I could fill in the gaps well enough, right? Especially because I'm currently reading a visual novel called Summer Pockets Reflection Blue, and it takes place on an island, swimming, almost drowning, that sort of thing. Like, so it's somewhat fresh in my head. So I was expecting that, and then suddenly the penguin just eats a fish and then just goes somewhere else. That was so good. That was so unexpected. But the penguins are always a source of hilarity. Like, the one was, like, shoved up the back shirt or whatever of the waitress or whatever. Like, And yeah, Ringo thinks that Tabuki was the one that saved her and gave her CPR, and he wasn't. But I think she was able to end the episode still thinking that's so. It's all good. But do you want to go back to the part where he looks at the diary? It was around this part, right? Well, we look at the diary. Yeah, because as the penguin's eating a fish, we zoom in on the pages where it says Akasaka meets Mitsuke Station, a girl in red heels, right? Not super uncommon, I guess. No, didn't really get any context beyond that. And then we went back over to Nuho, whatever her name was, one of the ex-girlfriends, and she's talking to another, I guess one of the other ex-girlfriends. And she's talking about things going according to plan. Well, she's in what's clearly an art room. And she says, I've already set up our next move. Which is already a little bit ominous in and of itself, but in retrospect it feels even more ominous. And then we see, Akasaka Mitsuki Station there on the sign. We see her going down the escalator wearing red heels, right? But I'm pretty sure up to this point, what we saw in the diary was nothing specific beyond the person, the place. I don't think we had anything beyond that at that point. But, yeah. I guess the camera did kind of linger on her back a little bit too long to where if it went on much longer, probably would have got a little suspicious of what was about to happen. But, yeah, just suddenly, whoosh, she falls through the camera, her mouth wide open. And then we see a couple legs behind her, somebody wearing pants. Man, the POV shot of her hitting the escalator, man, it really is painful to watch. Because, the camera, they really dedicated that POV. You can really feel it. And then, to emphasize that, it was a girl in red heels. The heels are the only thing left on the escalator. And, they also focus on the broken watch, I guess, so we know what time she died. Because it was after that we get specifics. 2100, which is, that's 9 o'clock, I think. Yeah, but... yeah. Just pictures. And then she just stamps the stamp. So... yeah, I don't think the diary said anything about the pushing. I mean, it says she was there and the time and everything, but I don't think it said anything about her getting pushed. It's still weird, though. Yeah, and then she puts the stamp of destiny on it. I don't know how to take that. I just... feels like there's a lot to process here. That was Comet's ex-girlfriend, right? I'm pretty sure it wasn't somebody else in a wig or whatever. Because I don't get who would possibly want to kill her, though. But because what was that the next part of the plan? In which case I have to wonder what the logic behind it was, really. And also, was one that pushed him one of the two guys we see in the opening? Because I'm also curious about that. We didn't even see any skin or anything. We really have no idea who that was. I can't really tell those are guy or girl legs for the most part. I mean, they kind of look like feminine legs, but you really can't tell in anime. So I'm not gonna put any weight on trying to dissect that. But because I don't know, does Ringo really have some kind of power to, archive destiny or something? Because we did have the hat talk about how she could be, could have the Penguindrum. And obviously Destiny is a pretty big theme in the show, so the Penguindrum could just be the power to understand or manipulate destiny, which is maybe a special characteristic that she has. I don't know. I don't know what to make of a lot of this. I'm just trying to understand as best I can. But yeah, so that's that. I guess we'll learn more about that going forward. But the skunk was one of the good one. It was a pretty good running gag too. It would always come at the least expected times and then have a big effect on the scene, right? I don't even know why somebody tried to steal the skunk in the first place. There's still a lot we don't know about the skunk situation. We got very minimal context. Just Kiyoshi-kun, age 1, got captured, got loose, I guess, and He's spraying people all willy nilly. It's horrible. But it was a good episode, though. It was a good episode. This show is very entertaining, if nothing else, and it does keep the mystery alive. Makes you constantly question what the heck's going on. The show is very good at that. Ringo is a special one. Just her daydreams are a thing of magic, really. So yeah, I'm very interested to see how things go in the next episode. How Kamba, I'm sure we'll get the news of that and how he'll react to that and what he'll do, and what, because we actually I just now realized we actually didn't get a meeting with the hat where she does the fancy rock and roll night stuff and stairs and outfit and milk. She didn't do any of that this episode. In fact, I don't think she said a single word. I think she just took a break this episode. Fair enough, I guess. But yeah, maybe next episode we'll get to talk to her about some things. Maybe we'll get some more information. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I enjoyed the episode. I hope you enjoyed my reaction to it, and I hope to see you in the next video. Until then, bye bye.